Well, if you think that you've tried each and everything but still your scores are not going up, then trust me, you haven't tried few things. Well, in this video I'm gonna reveal few of the things that you should be doing starting from today for the next 1 month or at least 20 days. Trust me, 100% the desired score is guaranteed. All you gotta do is make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome per-packed video on what you should be doing starting from today for the next 1 month, basically how to trick the software. Before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can check the information in the description of this video. We have left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. I'll be there, we will be there to help you, guide you in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. So let's categorize them into speaking issue, writing issue, reading issue, and listening issue. So if at all you have the speaking issue, basically what I need to focus on for the next 1 month, what is the reality, how to trick the software, what is that tips and tricks. If you're wondering with all these things, then trust me, I'm going to reveal each and everything step by step in a short while. So if your speaking is stuck at 60, 65 or 73, 74 and not able to get your desired scores, the very first problem could be you're not speaking in the monotone. You're giving intonation because somehow you've got access to Pearson's score guide. In that it is clearly written, you need to intonate, you need to give a syllable stress, you need to emphasize, and you're just falling for it. All those don't give you scores. For the next 1 month, just diligently practice with this new technique. You need to have a monotonic speech. So let me just show you with a demo on what a monotonic speech sounds like. The rapid advancement of technology has dramatically changed the way we communicate, work and live. In today's digital age, information is readily accessible at our fingertips, making it easier than ever to stay informed and connected. Hey everybody, my name is Nakul today. The same way, so basically how we converse in the real environment. Let's say you're not very happy, you're not very sad, you're not very angry. You're basically at your natural normal behavior. During such instances, you don't intonate, you don't stress the words, correct? You go at a monotonic speech, meaning emotionless, bland. That's how we speak naturally. Right now I'm talking to you bland. I'm not giving much of the stresses and all those things. I do it only when I'm so happy, when I'm excited. Naturally speaking, let's say you go to a cafe, you want a coffee, how do you ask? Can I have a coffee please? No, you don't do that. Can I have a coffee please? It's just a monotonic speech, and that is what is required over here. If at all you're not doing it for the next 1 month, whenever you're practicing, stick to this. Don't intonate, be more conscious. It's a flat tone, it's a flat tone, it's a flat tone. Remember this. The second thing that you need to follow from today for the next 30 odd days is to focus on your pitch. First thing is to download voice pitch analyzer for your Android or voice tools for your iPhone. If you're not finding these apps in your phone, then try in your friend's phone. Due to the OS compatibility or the version of your operating system, sometimes it will not show in your phone. Download any of this and then click record and speak into the phone. Just observe in the app what pitch it shows. The pitch has been a very important aspect towards your speaking score starting from 2022 end. A lot of people who had a very good score, once this change happened at the back end of a software, they are getting a very low score in their speaking. The pitch makes a huge difference. So what is this pitch about? If at all you have a husky voice or very thick voice, such people definitely will fall prey to this pitch issues, because Pearson is doing post-processing to cut down your noises. Correct. So when they do that, automatically if your pitch is at 150, it comes down to 120. If your pitch is already at 120, it comes down to 80. If your pitch is already at 80, it comes down to 40. So people with a very low pitch, meaning a thicker voice, sharper tone is higher pitch. A thicker voice is a lower pitch. Ideal pitch for a male candidate is between 150, 140, 160, in that range. So if you are a male candidate and if these apps show that your pitch is 120, 100, then consider yourself unlucky. You have to sharpen the tone and bring the pitch to 150. Market research a little sharper. It wouldn't be very easy for everybody like this. For me, perhaps it took almost 1 or 2 months to get this at ease, changing the pitch. For you it may take time, but focus on this. This is a very crucial factor. For a female candidate, pitch has to be above 200. 300 also fine. Usually 99% of the female candidates will not have a pitch issue unless you have a very thicker voice. If the pitch is shown at 160, 170, you also need to thin your tone. There's one more aspect of speaking very loud. People think if I speak very loud, the pitch is coming at 160, it will come, but that's not the right way to do it. You speak very loud, a lot of words that you pronounce will not be captured by the software. As a result, your marks go down. Don't do it. Don't simply speak loud because the pitch is coming up. All those are not the right strategies. The third aspect of the PT speaking from today for the next 1 month is not to fumble in your read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, read a lecture. Remember, whatever I'm talking about today in this video, if I'm talking about read aloud, it gets applicable throughout the speaking, entire speaking. Remember this. You're not supposed to fumble in your PT speaking. One fumble costs you 2 marks. What if I tell you? Then obviously, if you make 5-6 fumbles, gone case 79 won't be possible. So I'll just give a small demo on how the audio looks like, sounds like when you fumble, and how the audio sounds like when you don't fumble. Let's begin. The rapid advancement of technology has dramatically changed the way we communicate, work and live. In today's digital age, information is readily accessible at our fingertips, making it easier than ever to stay informed and connected. And a person would speak this way and think, I have to get 90, he will not get 90, he probably will get 70, 68. So this is the reason. See, idea is very simple. You fumble, marks will go down. Content I'm giving, all those are immaterial to the computer. What makes the difference? It's your fluency. One of the main aspects of your fluency is to speak. Rhythmic tone, naturality, without any fumbles. You fumble, marks will go down. So how to practice this? It's all the mind. The word is there. You're fumbling only because this is not ready. So take a newspaper, start reading, read. And when you read, don't focus too much on the content. You focus too much on the content, obviously this gets scared. As a result, it tries to fumble, it tries to speak it so perfectly. Anything you try to do so perfectly, it will not work out. Correct? Just try to be at your convenience. Don't focus too much on the content. When you focus less on the content, the Albert Einstein's brain of yours has some capacity now to focus on the fluency, to focus on not to fumble and other aspects. Try this starting from today for the next 1 month. Don't try this all in the third-party applications and see, I've got low scores, see, I've got more scores. All those in any way will not reflect what scores you get in your main exam. Remember this, please. The fourth aspect, starting from today for the next 30 days, you have to include is to have that naturality. I'll show you a demo of how the audio sounds like when you don't speak natural. Let's start. The rapid advancement of technology has dramatically changed the way we communicate, work and live. In today's digital age, information is readily accessible at our fingertips, making it easier than ever to stay informed and connected. This way you speak, marks gone. Here I'm not fumbling, probably I'm going at a constant speed. But this is not the usual way I would end up speaking in my native language. Let's say you speak Gujarati, let's say you speak Hindi. How you speak in Hindi? The same way here, you're supposed to speak in English. In Hindi you speak naturally, but in read aloud you don't speak naturally. That's where the problem starts. This is not implemented in any of the third-party applications. Only Pearson has this. Pearson software, nobody has this. So directly in the exam when you give, your marks will go down if this naturality aspect is missing. So how to improve on this naturality aspect? You become conscious man. Speak in Hindi. मेरा नाम नकुल है. मेरा एग्जाम 1 महीने के अंदर है. The rapid advancement of technology has dramatically changed the way we communicate, work and live. Both have the precision. In Hindi when I spoke, in English when I spoke, both of them sound the same. So this way you can actually make out, or you can speak in Hindi one sentence and then read aloud. Ask your friend to observe this, listen to this both, and then tell you back whether you're speaking naturally in English as well, just like the way you spoke in Hindi or your native language. So this way you actually understand whether you're going in a right direction or not. For the next 30 days, if you implement this, trust me, you will have the speaking 90 out of 90, 100% sure. I can write on the bond paper and sign it under with my name. So if your writing is stuck and not improving, and in 1 month you need it, starting from today for the next 30 days, what are the changes that you need to do? First thing is avoid using one-word template if you're still using it, or avoid also using the keywords template, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword. Very easy to write. All those don't give you scores. Essay will probably contribute 12 to 15 marks. If you get 2 essays, probably in the worst case, maximum 20 marks. You use one-word template, keyword template, directly you may lose 10 to 12 marks. Out of 20, you may get 8 or 10. So here only 10 marks gone. With this also, can I still get 65? You can, if you do the other modules correctly. But if you have problem in English and you resorted to going with this one word template, then other modules also you will have problems. Now how 65 will come? Give it a thought. So avoid using it. I'm not saying use my template only. Use anybody's template, but that template should give you a luxury of adding, the freedom of adding 5 sentences. In the worst case, 4 sentences, which is a mixture of simple, compound and complex. This is very, very important. Check my essay videos, you will have more clarity on this. The writing marks will mostly come from listening and reading module. Remember this, total 90 marks of writing, probably 15-20 marks you get from your essay and summarize written text towards your writing. But the other 70 marks, meaning around 80% of your marks to writing, comes from listening, fill in the blanks, 15 marks, 15. Write from dictation, 40 marks, 40. Reading, writing, fill in the blanks, 25 to 30 marks. So these 3 are the big bosses. These 3 are where you have problem. These 3 test your English. These 3 test your agility. These 3 test your spelling, vocabulary, grammar, collocation, reading skills, fast reading skills. Welcome to the Pearson exam. It seems like it's all easy, but the marks are hidden in difficult modules, and in these difficult modules you cannot just get like this. You have to work hard towards it. You need the strategies. Hope you're getting it. So now if you have trouble in listening, fill in the blanks, how to fix it for the next 1 month. I'll show you a small demo on where possibly you could go wrong, and then we will see how you can schedule it, the routine for the next 30 days with respect to listening, fill in the blanks, write from dictation, reading, writing, fill in the blanks. So let's start with a small demo for listening, fill in the blanks. Here you go. So I'm going to play the audio, try doing it, write down the answers in your book or anywhere else. Don't forget, let's try it, put your 100% effort into getting this 7 out of 7. Let's start. I'm playing the audio now, beginning in 3, 2, 1, go ready.
It was a sobering reflection of a dark reality that gives anyone pause. Whether you love the promise of space travel, hate the toll modern industries levy on the poor, or are completely indifferent, death is a constant reminder that no matter what you do, or what you build, its final fate will likely happen long after your life has expired. This is something most readers will have in common with Musk. A human journey to Mars is very likely in the coming decades. But a settlement on Mars developed enough to support non-essential personnel, with interplanetary tickets cheap enough to serve as a viable escape hatch from Earth for at least the middle class of the United States. Don't bank on it in your lifetime, at least, not within the time frame where the physically healthiest among us could withstand the environmental and psychological pressures of the months-long journey there.
So there are 7 blanks over here. You can pause the video, take your time, just revisit all the blanks, correct your spellings and all those things, and then resume the video to understand where you went wrong. There are 7 blanks. If you want 79, I would need at least 6 out of 7. If you're getting 4 out of 7, the problem could be many. So let's discuss the problem. This is one of the most important aspect. I'll just play the audio one more time. Let's understand this.
It was a sobering reflection.
Many would end up writing sovereign. What? Sovereign? Sovereign is supreme. No, it's a proper reflection of a dark reality. It's an active reflection. It's sober, S-O-B-E-R, sobering. So you will understand only when you get the context. It was a sobering. Here you don't understand, but read the next of the lines. Reflection of a dark reality that gives anyone the pause. Then you get to know they're talking about something that is very active, something that is true. It's sobering. This is listening skill. Then simply practicing this won't work. This is what realization is for the next 30 days. See, you've tried everything for 1 year, still the marks are not going up, then you have landed upon the right video. Because the listening skill improvement will not happen when you simply practice listening, fill in the blanks. Listening, fill in the blanks, when you practice, what will happen? Mental satisfaction will happen. Then how to elevate my skills? There is a routine that I'm going to unveil in the end. Make sure you watch till the end, but the problem is this. A person would end up getting 2 out of 7 here, listening skill problem, spelling problem. So we need to have a separate activity for the next 30 days starting from today to address these 2 issues. Just practicing PTE will not work. This is realization. Remember this. So let's continue with the audio.
Of a dark reality that gives anyone pause. Whether you love the promise of space travel, hate the toll modern industries levy.
Industries. Subject verb agreement, grammar will help you. He eats, they eat. Here levy is a verb. Eat is there, they has to come. They is industries. And they told very clearly industries. You can use the grammar as well to figure out this S sounds towards the end.
on the poor, or a completely indifferent death is a constant reminder that no matter what you do, or what you build, its final fate will likely happen long after your life has expired.
Expired, ed has to come because after has it's verb 3, not expire, expired. I'll show the spelling in just a while.
This is something most readers
We'll
will
go a
have in
bit
common
forward.
with Musk. Decades. But
Here,
a settlement on Mars developed enough to support non-essential personnel, with interplanetary tickets cheap enough
tickets, or with a interplanetary ticket. A is not there, it's gonna be tickets. Again, article concepts.
to serve as a viable escape hatch from Earth for at least the middle class of the United States. Don't bank on it.
Don't bank on it means it's not going to happen very shortly. That's what it is. Don't bank on it is a collocation. B-A-N-K, your banker, the same word. World Bank, Swiss Bank, the same word here. It's a collocation.
Your lifetime at least, not within the time frame where the physically healthiest among us
Healthiest. I'll show the spelling.
withstand the environmental and psychological pressures of the month. It was
Pressures. So sobering, S-O-B-E-R-I-N-G. Exact word, exact letter in the spelling. Then you get 1 mark from each word to listening, 1 mark from each correct word to writing. If your writing is low, this is the problem. Industries, IES is missing, on case. Expired, tickets, S is missing, no marks. Bank, healthiest, pressures. Pressures, S is, ES is missing in there, no marks. So 7 out of 7 if you're getting, then trust me, you will get 90 overall. If you're not getting 7 out of 7 today, but in a month if you want to get 7 out of 7, then you need to understand these things and follow a routine. You need to listen to some podcasts, spelling test and lot of stuff, which in the end I'm going to show you with a detailed projection of things in a short while. But yes, this, if you're getting 2 here, then you have writing issue. Writing is not your template. Changing template will not give any marks. This you need to fix. This is the realization. The next 30 days, you're going to work on it. That I will make sure. Trust me on this. But you need to give your time, dedication, and most importantly, the faith in me. You don't have that faith. What this guy says will work or not, if you get that question mark, it won't work. Just diligently follow, because I will be giving you the right things. I know that. Things will happen on its own. So let's move on to the next one, write from dictation. If you remember, I told writing problem comes from one word template. Listening, fill in the blanks. Write from dictation, reading, writing, fill in the blanks. We finished these two, now we're going to write from dictation. I'll play the audio of write from dictation. Give your best and try to answer. Let's see if we can get 14 words out of 14 words. Let's begin.
The horizontal line in the graph indicates there was no change in the period.
Take your time. Alright, you can pause the video and do it and then resume the video to know if you've gotten full marks. So this was the audio.
The horizontal line in the graph
First phrase, the horizontal line in the graph, the horizontal line in some graph
indicates there was
indicates what? Second phrase, there was
no change in the period.
there was no change in the period. So this is a pure context. If you memorize, you will write 4 or 5 words. If you don't memorize and try to understand by dividing them into multiple phrases. The horizontal line in the graph indicates there was no change. Where? In the period. There are 4 phrases. You understand them, it becomes easy. You consider it is 14 words, then your mind thinks it's very difficult. You consider this as something, just 4 phrases. You're gonna get it. The horizontal line in the graph indicates there was no change in the period. Every word will give you 1 mark to listening, 1 mark to writing. Don't change your essay template. Work on this. This is difficult. When a difficult thing, when you make it happen, the marks will go up. Easy things, changing template and all will not give any scores to writing. Remember this. You can either write this way or you can write this way as well. The one I'm showing at the bottom. Horizontal lines. You can write horizontal spellings. The first one is H-O-R-I-Z-O. The second is Z-A. So you can write both, whichever is correct you get the marks, but simply adding extra words will not guarantee the marks. When you add extra words, make sure you write the correct spelling. In graph, graphs indicate there is, was no change in the period. The. I'm just trying to add extra articles, a, the. Whenever there is a noun, I'm adding singular noun, plural noun, both. Whenever there is a verb, I'm adding verb 1, verb 2 means present tense, past tense, and verb with s. Everything I've written. Along with that, spelling, if I have a doubt, horizontal, is it HORIZO or ZA, I'm adding both. So this way you can make use of this method, but just writing extra words will not in any way give you 90. Remember, when you write extra words, it has to match. A person who has a full problem in spellings, even after adding extra words, you would have added all wrong words, so marks will not come. So that Mr. Butterball will come and type here, after adding extra words, I got 50. Mr. Butterball, you don't add extra words, you still will get 50. This is what I'm talking about. So work on your English. So now, to fix all these things, you need to work on your spelling, you need to work on your listening skills. If you're memorizing in this, then how the marks will come? If you're simply practicing this for a year, how the skills will elevate? So you need a different program for the next 30 days. I'll just give you that in just a while. So we will move on to reading, writing, fill in the blanks. Remember, I told you one word essay template avoid if you want to improve your writing score. Listening, fill in the blanks, write from dictation. Reading, writing, fill in the blanks. All these contribute marks to your writing. So now in this, I'm gonna add a timer of 2.5 minutes. I think 3 minutes I'll add. Try doing it. Post 3 minutes, I'm gonna come back and show you what marks you get, whether you have problem here or not, how to approach it for the next 30 days, and so on. Let's start. 3-minute timer. Here you go. Alright, the very first blank, dash a mountain. What they're doing until it's bone dry Atacama Desert. The ESO building some largest telescope. Where? High on a mountain is a collocation. So high on a mountain is what you should try it, not telescope on desert place under a stride with. If you are selecting other, that means you are lacking the collocation knowledge. You need to work on the collocation. Collocation you can improve not by just memorizing some list. List may probably help you to an extent. You need to understand the implementation of it in a particular line, particular situation, particular paragraph. For that you need to read. Everyday read. I'm going to jot down a routine in just a while, but first is high on a mountain. In Chile's bone dry Atacama Desert, the ESO, the European South Observatory, that's one organization probably. This organization currently is the word right now, so you're going to use is building. Simple. Currently means is currently building. No other logic. Currently is the present tense right now, so it's is currently building. No time was wasted dash. I did not waste any time on this particular project. You waste or don't waste time on something. It's on. Now get the context. This is pure context. No time was wasted on choosing a name. They did not waste any time on choosing the name. Immediately they put some name. Extremely large telescope or ELT. Then what they did? The time they saved, no? To choose a name, at least they would have taken some 2 days or 3 days. No time was wasted on that. Then instead what they did immediately? Instead, so that's how you do it. You immerse yourself. Understand what it means. No time was wasted on this. Leave this hyphen. No time was wasted on choosing a name. Instead, huge energy has gone into designing. Immediately they started putting their energy, or huge energy was gone into designing and building the world's biggest eye on the sky. They started building it immediately. No time was wasted on naming it, rather, or instead, immediately they started building it. So this is the context, not as a result. As a result means they do something. As a result this happened. It's in conclusion kind of thing. Additionally means another new thing. Prior to this means before this. They're all not fitting there. Instead is the only thing that is fitting. We should start collecting images from which year? In 2028. They're talking about future. Right now 2024 they're building it. Probably they'll start collecting the images in 2028. Not around. In and around has to come. You cannot say we should start collecting images around. No. Some in has to come and then you can place around or whatever you want. It's always in this year, not on this year, in 2028, and it's very likely to dash our understanding. Our understanding, always there's an expansion. Expand our understanding, not acquire our understanding, acquire the knowledge of the universe. Expand the understanding of the universe. You expand your knowledge or expand your understanding. You don't acquire your understanding. These are all the collocations. So expand on, sorry, in, very sorry, from the beginning. Ready. The answers are expand, in, instead. No time was wasted on, is currently, high on a mountain. So if you're getting 6 out of 6, then definitely we'll get 90 overall, no doubt at all. But let's say you're getting 2 out of 6, grammar problem, collocation problem. Reading skills, meaning you read, you're not understanding what it means. Implementation problem, meaning you have a problem in understanding the context, finding the clues. So how do we work on all these things in the next 30 days? Very simple. All this boils down to your reading skills. You need grammar. I'll give you some sources in the end. You need reading skills. I'll give you sources in the end. All I'm asking is, in return, your time, dedication, and most importantly, the faith. It's a beautiful word. You need to have that faith, thinking this will work. One negative seed. Will this work or not? I think I'm wasting my time over here. Then it is not going to help you. Remember, if these are the issues, listening fill in the blank, write from dictation, reading, writing fill in the blanks. Your writing would be low. This, even today, people, most of them don't understand. They still come back to this video. Just check this video probably after 1 month. There will be a lot of comments. I used your template, still my writing is less. Why? Because that's the reality, what people are bound with. Already brainwashed. Alright, so we move on. Writing we finished. Now we'll come to reading. If you have reading issues, the very first thing is you have to fix the read aloud. Remember, your speaking could be 90. It is showing 90 in the score report, but it in any way do not reflect your reading scores. Your reading could be very low. You simply speak fast, speaking 90, but simply speaking fast. Reading will not get 35 marks from read aloud. Remember, there is a way to read. What is the way to read? I just showed you. Add naturality, add monotone. Don't stress. Don't give that emphasis. no fumble, and lot many stuff. If you don't fumble, speak simply full fast. Whether you internet or not doesn't matter. Speaking can be 90, but reading will be 90. Or reading, you get 35 marks from read aloud. Only when you have that monotonic speech. Only when you add that naturality, only when you add that crisp clarity. Remember this, I've already showed you at the beginning of this video as to how to speak in the read aloud. Follow the same, read aloud and follow the same throughout the speaking section. Definitely from read aloud, you're gonna bag that complete 35 marks towards your reading. So apart from this, what contributes marks to your reading? Reorder 4-5 marks, not a priority. It is reading, writing, fill in the blanks. We just already showed you reading, writing, fill in the blanks, whether you have problems or not. Reading, fill in the blanks also contributes some 25 plus marks towards your reading. So it's read aloud 35 marks, reading, fill in the blanks 25 marks, reading, writing, fill in the blanks 25 marks. Here only some 80-85 marks gone. The rest is from summarize, written text, reorder, highlight correct summary, highlight incorrect words, and then they bring it down to 90. But most importantly, the priority is read aloud, reading FIB, reading, writing FIB. Read aloud we already checked, reading, writing, fill in the blanks we already checked. Now we're gonna check reading, fill in the blanks and see if you have a problem or not. This is the question. I'm gonna add a timer of 2.5 minutes. Try doing it, and once done, resume the video to understand if you have gotten it correct or not. Let's start. 2.5 minute timer on my bottom right. Alright, let's understand how to solve this. If there's one thing the world's gaming studios need at the moment, is it's a little bit of dash, little bit of arranging, little bit of opportunity, little bit of allegiance, little bit of hype, little bit of launches, ahead, setting, I'm getting confused. Then don't solve it immediately, leave it empty, come out of your ego. It's totally fine. Leave it empty and tell to that blank, I'm gonna come back in just a while and solve it. Reminder. Second, it's been a year with no major new console. New is an adjective, console is a noun. What people think verb has to come. What if this is entire thing is an adjective? No major new console dash, because it's an end of a sentence, and where the industry has seen. It's been a year with no major new console launches. new launches. They're talking about gaming, so this is pure understanding of the paragraph. You see the context there, the clue is it's a gaming studio, it has a launch a new game. There are no major new launches, new console launches. Getting it, when it comes to game, you're gonna launch the versions, probably they're talking about that. New console launches. Now we'll directly come here after an is there, after an A-E-I-O-U, pronouncing sound has to come. Arranging probably is not a noun, arranging is a verb. Opportunity, allegiance. The opening night of Gamescom is often an opportunity for a big shiny night. Makes perfect sense. Check the meaning of allegiance if you're more interested. Is often an opportunity. This gonna be 3 for a big shiny night to get fans all excited for the year that is going to unfold. This again, see, just opportunity we were able to solve using the grammar. Rest all is pure reading skills. If you have problem in reading skills, then you will not write this, you will write something else because you probably don't understand what it means. Now what has to be done for that? Simply practicing reading F5 is not going to make sense. It will make sense for those who are already good in reading skill, who are already good in English. Those are the ones who come and type here, I followed your tips and tricks, I got 90 just by watching your YouTube videos. But it may not work for everybody. This is the reality. Hope you are getting it. So now fans are all excited for the year that is going to unfold. For the year ahead is the collocation. Dash the stage. You don't arrange the stage. It's a proper collocation. It's setting the stage. Set the stage is a collocation. Now this is proper collocation. This is proper collocation. This is grammar. This is proper context. Context. The two contextual things. Third one is grammar, 4th and 5th collocation. So it's a mixture of all these things. Then how do we improve on that when there are a lot of new things to study? You just practice reading fill in the blanks. Mentally you will be satisfied that you practiced, but your skills are not improved. What is required to solve your reading fill in the blanks is not your mental satisfaction, it is those skills. To work on the skills, you need to put your time for the next 30 days starting from today with a proper routine. I'm going to tell you in just a while. Before that, hope you are getting it. So if your reading is less, these are the 3 reasons. Read aloud, reading FIV, reading, writing FIV. So now we'll come to listening issue. The first module that contributes a lot of marks towards your listening is the repeat sentence in the speaking. In the repeat sentence, you have this habit of speaking everything. Well, if you speak everything correctly without any fumbles, you get full marks. 30 marks to speaking, 30 marks to listening. But what if you are not able to do that? In doing so, you are fumbling, you are cutting, you are hesitating. As a result, listening marks go down. Remember this. Repeat sentence is a test of your listening skills. The best way to do it for the next 30 days is to work on your listening skills so that you don't have any issues. Or there are some strategies. The quick strategy is to listen less and speak less. 50, 60 or in the worst case, some 70% of the content you match. Starting from the beginning, not from the middle, starting from the beginning, some 50 to 60 or in the worst case, maximum 70% you match, that's more than enough. For this, what you should do, you listen to only first 60 or first 70%. You listen full, this goes crazy. This is a very simple strategy, but yes, if you have problem in repeat sentence, your listening will definitely be less. Apart from this, written lecture, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword, avoid using it only because there is a better way of handling it. In written lecture or in your summarized spoken text. All this contributes marks to your listening, not majorly, probably 6 to 8 marks. You got to write phrases. Check my summarized spoken text written lecture video. I have explained how to listen and how to write. 5 seconds you listen, 5 seconds you write. 5 seconds you listen, 5 seconds you write. There is nothing like an important component in the audio. Your mind thinks, oh, this is important, let me write that. Anything you write, at the end of the day, 4 or 5 phrases. A phrase is a small sentence. Like this 4 or 5 sentences you have to write, you have to speak. And bag all the marks towards your listening. If you don't do it, a keyword method, just using keywords, sometimes may work, sometimes may definitely give you low score, meaning out of 8 in your written lecture or summarized spoken text, you may end up getting 3 or 4. 4 to 5 marks you would lose. If you're okay to lose those 4 or 5 marks, then still it's fine. But if you're not okay, I need those 4 or 5 marks as well, then you need to change this. In the next 30 days, you got to work on this by writing the phrases. Apart from this, I told you repeat sentence, I told you written lecture, I also talked about summarized spoken text. Apart from these 3, what other modules, the important ones, contribute marks to listening? It's your listening, fill in the blank, and write from dictation. We already have seen this in just a while, whether you had problems or not. I've showed you, I believe. So these are the things that you need to understand that you need to work on for the next set of 30 days. So now we will summarize all the things that we studied. The most important modules are these 6 modules. Read aloud, repeat sentence, reading fill in the blank, reading, writing fill in the blank, listening fill in the blank, write from dictation. These are the things that you need to be studying in the next 30 days. And these are the things that actually test your reading skills, listening skills, collocations, grammar, fast reading skills, spelling skills. Now to work on this, simply practicing will not work. Yes, you need to practice this as well. Probably 5 minutes of read aloud, 10 minutes of repeat sentence, 5 reading fill in the blanks question, 5 reading, writing fill in the blanks question, some 5 listening fill in the blanks question, some 10 write from dictation. This will probably take you 1.5 hours for the next 30 days. If you just do this, probably a great result will not unfold, will not unveil. Including this, you need to have a solid routine. The routine, looks something like this. 1 hour of reading activity, read anything that lay on your hands. You can take a book, PDF, magazine, newspaper, bbc.com, stories, children's stories, anything. That's totally fine. 1 hour, you got to read every day. If you miss a particular day to read, let's say you missed it today, tomorrow it's not 1 hour, it's going to be 2 hours. In this way, you punish yourself. This will become more aware because this doesn't like punishment. So in order to escape the punishment, it will put its effort into it. 1 hour of reading activity, 30 minutes of listening to a podcast, iHeart.com or EnglishAdept.com, or there are so many podcast websites in the internet. You can download Spotify app and listen to so many podcasts for absolutely free. Or in the YouTube, you can listen, increase the speed to, in the settings, increase the speed to 1.25x and start listening. All this will impart greater, skills towards your listening skills, and all these are important to solve your repeat sentence, written lecture, summarize spoken text, listening fill in the blanks, write from dictation. These 2 are the additional activity, and the third activity is to have a spelling test. In our course, we have the spelling test on an everyday basis. If you want to join a course, you can join us. If you don't want to invest the money on the course, just explore some spelling apps. ChatGPT you can make use of to create some spelling tests and get the practice. 5 to 6 spelling tests, minimum 30 to 50 words or 30 to 40 words you need to keep trying on, test yourself on an everyday basis. This is a very, very elementary skill. You need to work on it, and most importantly, if you think your logical reasoning skills are not that great, mathematics you are not that good, then there is one game called Dual and Back. You can download it in your Play Store for both Android and iPhone. The game is not very straightforward. Try to understand how the game is played using YouTube. Dual and Back tutorial you type, within 5-10 minutes you probably would understand, and then start doing it. My record is n is equal to 6, I think 5 or 6, I forgot. Let me know in the comment section if you're able to play the Dual and Back and reach or cross n is equal to 5 or 6. This is going to be a very tough game, but there is a lot of theory done already on this game that it expands your brain, it expands your memory and lot many stuff, and that is what is required for your PTE exam. I'll just recapitulate all the things in one screen. You can take a screenshot. Let's do it. 5 minutes of read aloud, 10 minutes of repeat sentence, 5 reading fill in the blanks question, 5 reading, writing fill in the blanks question, 5 listening fill in the blanks question, 10 write from dictation questions, 1 hour of reading activity, 30 minutes of listening to a podcast, 10 to 15 minutes of spelling test, and 10 to 15 minutes of playing Dual and Back. I really hope you would do all these things starting from today, not tomorrow. When you think about tomorrow, it will never come. Starting from today for the next straight 30 days. And after 30th day, 31st day, or whenever you give exam, you will come back to this video and thank me for getting a good score, because I'm very confident. You do this, you get your scores. If you're not getting the score, then probably you have done some cheat day. Today I'm not well, I'm not feeling good, let me skip this. No, just do it. No cheat day for the straight 30 days. It will decide when you're going to be settled in Australia or Canada. Alright, I really hope this was an informative video. If you like the content, leave your valuable comments in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe. With this, I'll park the video here, guys. This is Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.